Hello and welcome back to Backbone. I've given up trying to explain what happens in the previous episodes. You'll have to watch them yourself because just weird shit's going on. Artifact. It was all for nothing. The act of existing is enough. There is only change. What have we been? What are we now? What are we becoming? One with the past incarnations of self. One with the visions of future never lived. One with the myriad of identities we've chosen and those that were chosen for us. We are one. Need to get out today. I refuse to die here. Good call. You're stained and stiff with blood. My blood. Talk to the sink. It's a dirty toilet with a sink on top of it. Soak the bandage in water. Maybe this will help. Now what should I do with it? Oh yeah, soggy bandage always helps, doesn't it? Come on, I know you're there. Can I throw a soggy bandage? Use it to catapult some butter into her face. Howard, how are you feeling? Shifting. I can only imagine. In any case, please get ready for the next round of tests. We'll start soon. We don't blame you for this. Thank you, Howard. I wasn't asking for forgiveness, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't relieved to hear that. We are ready. Can't you use the spiky things at your tumours? Please try and eat. It's important. Yum, looks like a small chunk of overcooked fish with undercooked rice. Ponder the food. Things go in us. Are we what we contain? At least it's not soup. This meal looks upsetting. Somehow I'm not hungry. Fuck this. Whatever happens, I need to make sure the gas doesn't knock me out. Okay, you're going to use it like, you're just going to put it over your mouth, like you do when you're running through a fire and you have to get, like, the smoke. You're supposed to put a wet cloth over your mouth. Though if you're in a fire, I don't know where you get water from, but... Dinner tray. My weapon of choice. Just going to smash someone over there with a dinner tray. Vent. Okay, here we go. The gas will start leaking out any moment. I could tie the wet bandage over my mouth like a mask. If it's tight around my mouth and nose, it should be effective at blocking the gas particles and buy me some time. Wrap wet bandage around your face. Won't feel too bad. I sure hope this works. No way to open it. I need to think of something else. I think fast. Bandage expects me to be unconscious. Could pretend to be unconscious. Risky, but I'd either get the door open and get her close to me. Feign unconsciousness. Okay, she has to come in to get me. I'll wait. So then, when she comes... What's on her face? Oh no. Don't... Bell. Stop. How are you conscious? Did the artifact somehow... We are becoming... I know you must hate me, but please don't hurt me. I can... We have to go. You don't have that much time left. I think you should know that. Tell Mum that we loved her. Okay, you'll need these keys to get out of here. I want to see the test results. It won't help. It's mostly raw data. And they need analysing, comparing. We need to see them. The files are on the computer over there. Howard, I am so sorry. Okay, we didn't wang her with the TV tray in the end. I guess we made friends with her, with her dialogue. Guess if you tell her to fuck off constantly, then she'd fight and you'd have to smash her with a TV tray. Blackboard. I don't understand any of this shit. Testing booth. There's the computer bank. Can I not look at this? Or maybe there's a computer past the blackboard that I'm not seeing. I should smash this all up, but I'm so tired. Go a bit slowly past this to make sure I haven't missed anything. Or maybe it's the other way. Oh, here we go. Terminal. Belle Louise Carson. First suite of tests aimed to work towards an understanding of patient's psychological state through pain threshold and response. Initial tests concluded the patient has a far higher, broader pain tolerance than average subjects, along with a massive spike in aggression hormones. Full data range below. This set of tests aim to establish a basic framework for understanding the artifact's effect on healing factors and motor control. Our initial conclusion is that, in this subject at least, the artifact has rapidly begun breaking down certain neural pathways while strengthening certain parasympathetic nervous systems. Aims of the first test suite will be to isolate RNA and DNA functions and relationship. If patient does not survive, we will perform autopsy and attempt to recontain the artifact for further study. Read me. Are you sure? Are you me? Are we us? Are you, I am, who I am, I am. Brain dump. Look into the excellent data on psychological trauma, linked to neuropathy, correlation. Thesis. Psychosomatic impact on artifact. Also, study effect on immune response to common viruses of those exposed to extra-wall environment compared to intra-wall. City has immunosuppressant effect. Why? We are. Tests continue. There are not many of us left. Time is running out. Hope perseveres. I persevere. We cannot let the line end here. Change is preferable to annihilation. We are all our genes. Our genes are all we are. We are. Okay, is Bell getting, impacted secondhand by the artifact? Observations. It was bizarre seeing the growth today. It sits on the subject's shoulders like a hoodie or something. Today's tests prove that his pain tolerance is well above average, and I believe it. He's been walking around with that thing on him for days, and he still hasn't dropped. It's a shame we couldn't track the effect it's had on him from the start, and sometimes I wonder how much of that tolerance is him, and how much is the artifact. Subject seems to be suffering nightmares. He groans, twists and turns. He even whispers to himself in his sleep, I guess if he is sleeping at all, like he's having an imaginary argument with himself. He might not have much time left. Even if I were to let him out now, he wouldn't last long. In a way, he's better off here. Of course, he doesn't see it that way. We're wasting time here. These numbers and letters are inconsequential. We must go, we must become, we must be. His name is Howard. I don't know why I wanted to mark that down, but I felt compelled to. His name is Howard. Bye, Bell. Don't forgive what you did to me, but I guess I can kind of understand why you did what you did. And I'm sorry if this thing on my back is turning your brain into mush. Epilogue. Okay, doesn't that usually happen after you've resolved things? Hello, Clarissa, as the Science Minister. Minister, I trust you're well. I'm fine, Bloodworth. Just busier than usual. Is the next delivery still on track? Indeed. I haven't heard from you a week. Anything on your mind? Have I ever given you a reason to doubt me before, Minister? Not once. I must inform you that a most peculiar incident has occurred. Someone broke into my office. Any clues who could have tipped them off? Did they steal anything important? Just some papers, some pertaining to our partnership. Do you have any information concerning who could have done such a thing? No, but if I hear anything, you'll be the first to know. That's right. I believe you, for now. Thank you. Hope you find the culprit soon. Of course. If you hear something on the grapevine, let me know, please. This could impact us both. Of course. I understand. Stay safe. Goodbye, Clarissa. Have a wonderful evening, Minister. Okay, I'm controlling Clarissa. God, she has a bit of more of a hefty turn cycle than my boy did. Into the bar. This is weird. Okay, I can't go that way. I just wanted to see if I could go that way. Is that Renee? Oh god, was Howard being played from the start? No, she's got a gun on her back. I won't be intimidated, you know. I'm not trying to intimidate you. So being summoned at gunpoint is your idea of being friendly. It was the only way I can guarantee you'd come. You're not used to people turning you down, are you? Suze, thank you. You can go. How did you find me? Some junkie let slip your name to one of my dealers. Bloodworth, you need to tell me what you know about Howard. Now. He's infected with a DNA splicing organism. What? Organism? What do you mean? It rapidly rewrites and mutates DNA. It turns you into something else. We don't know why. It changes your biology, your kind, from the inside. What? Where did it come from? I don't know. The Science Minister found it. Fuck. Clarissa, please, just tell me what happened to Howard. Did you hurt him? I let him go. That's probably it, to be fair. I doubt there'd be just one rabbit in this facility. He's alive? Where? He's lost beyond the wall. I think he is. We could look for him, you and I. You're not that fucking smart if you think I'll do anything with you. Is this why you brought me here? A mind like yours can surely hazard a guess. You want to find out what I know and tidy up your loose ends? Wrong. I want us to work together. I knew you were crazy, but you think I want to work with a mob boss that conspired with the ruling elite to eat the innocent? You don't know the whole story. I'd love to hear it. I wonder how reliable the narrator will be. They were not great people. Rapists, abusers, wife-beaters. Even scum doesn't deserve to be eaten. Maybe, but it helped me to get the control of the apes. You are a murderer. I might be, but it's over now. Do you want me to pat you on the shoulder? I've read your book. You've proved you're not afraid of the apes. Oh, I am afraid of them. Now more than ever. I want to bring down the apes and their wall. Excuse me? You'd be in charge of intelligence and publicity. Are you out of your fucking mind? No, just furious. Do you mean to literally bring down the wall? When you see what's possible beyond it, you'll know. The wall is there for a reason. There is nothing but death beyond it. I've been out there. It's safe. And more. What? What are you saying? Scavengers are looking for remnants of lost civilizations out there, secretly. And you know this how? The technology that infected Lotor, it was found there. Oh, and I had a tunnel built. Comes out far away from the wall. I can take you there, if you'd like. I don't understand. You were working with the apes. How exactly do you think things will improve when they're not in power? People are dying from poverty. Women are dying at the hands of men. Who do you think is at fault? I can't really argue with that. A revolution will happen slowly, inevitably, like a tide. The military, the police, they're loyal to the apes. They'll squash it before it builds any momentum. People will die, violently. I've caused cracks in their ranks already. They can be widened. It's a lofty ambition for a murderous drug pimp. You already have power. Why risk it on something like this? It's not real power. I want the real thing. Freedom. I'll just be helping to install you as a dictator. That is the last thing I want. And what's in it for me? I risk everything by trusting you. And do you expect me to forgive you? You have to decide that for yourself. How convenient. Have you considered that you may be delusional? Things are getting worse quicker than you know. Well, Bloodworth, this has been delightful. Can I go now, or was there something else? Sure you don't want to stay for a drink? You have 2 days to think. Oh, I'm going to have plenty at home. What happens if I miss the deadline? Then I will leave you alone. I trust you to make the right choice. Bloodworth, I still think you're a conniving piece of shit, but I'm not saying no. Be sure I'll tell you my thoughts one way or the other. That's all I ask. Good luck, Renee. Well, this is a turn up for the books, isn't it? Renee, at last. It's been easier to get a table for two at Dorsia than get hold of you. The invitation is still open, by the way. Your oysters are to die for. I'm here now. Oh, no, that's not Clarissa's. That's not Clarissa. That's her author thing, isn't it? How's the latest draft of the chapter on my department coming along? Let's just say things are becoming clear to me. My girl, I'm glad to hear it. I knew if I kept a light touch, you'd find your muse again. When can I read the new edits? When you write them yourself. I'm not sure I understand whether you're making a joke or suffering from one of your episodes. I must say I'm in no mood for games today. I've had a better offer. I quit. You can't be serious. The others know not to poach one of those projects. You can tell me who it was, you know. I'll protect you, or we can discuss the pay. Oh, Renee was working for an ape. Money's not the issue here. I need freedom. Renee, you're nothing without me. You had one failed book, and now you have the chance for greatness. You'll never have someone like me on your side again. With you, I'd just be a puppet, chasing after scraps of recognition. And you still are. I hope you enjoy your childish new fancy while it lasts, and while you lasts. Threaten me all you want. I've been through the fire. Fire? What do you know about fire? You're a pampered, failed writer with no idea how the world really works. We'll soon see. Kind of makes sense, I guess, that she's working. Howard's letter to me. He didn't say where he was. Perhaps he didn't know. Think about the note. It was brave of him to reassure me, even when he was probably scared and alone. Why didn't he tell me more? He could still be alive. You didn't deserve this, my friend. Clarissa said people could live over the wall. Who knows? Maybe there are others there, and Howard will find them. Is it all my fault? I convinced him to go to Science City. Made him feel like it was our last chance. It's my fault, so I have to make him proud. Either way, I'll finish what we started. At least he knew he was looking for him. I was looking for him. Fuck, Howard. Why didn't you come back to me yet? What would you think about Bloodworth's author, Howard? I really wish I could ask you. Okay, I have things I should be doing. Make tea. A cup of tea will make me feel better before the call. Well, Howard made you black tea, so black tea it is. Same one he made for me. We only shared a couple of days together, yet everything reminds me of him. I miss him. We had a real connection. It's rare. He's gone now, maybe forever, but he gave me hope. That things could be different, that there is future. I will hold on to it. It's time. Time for black tea. There's always time for black tea. Do I have to make a call? Call Howard's mum. Yeah, that's a good call. Come on, Renee, you can do this. You owe it to him. Beep, beep. It's my duty. Wing it like he always did. Fuck, come on. Hello? Who is this? Head and Lotor? My name is Renee Wilson. This is concerning your son. Had to be done. The single worst phone call you can ever really make, I think. We are here. We are all who persevered. What's the use in velication? The end is built into the beginning. We come into existence, and then we come out of it. We are all a collection of dreams and mistakes. Scrapbook of a person, tapestry of scars and eyes wide open. What became of it? What happened to us all? We tried too hard to escape the definition. Separate ourselves into atoms and pull by the threads of origin, follow their path from the moment of conception up until the nowness. What do we see? Flesh that speaks again. We are. A reconciliation of past forms and lives not yet lived. Things that happened. Things that are bound to happen. A humming harmony of a being in perpetual becoming. We are at peace. When the landscape of the past and future in its dizzying complexity is laid out in front of us, what would our choice be? There is no choice. The choice is made. We become. And we persevere. We change. We can't escape the pain. Let the pain become us. Revel in its beauty. We change, but we change nothing. Somewhere. Oh, there I am. I've just left and beyond the wall. Damn. This is a fun, happening place beyond the wall. I'm glad those girls escaped here. It looks great. Oh dear, he's slowing down, I think. Yeah, where are you gonna go? Is that a wind turbine in the back there? Well, there was a human skull. Is this like evolution beyond? Like all the humans killed each other out and the remaining animals eventually evolved into anthropomorphic states. Oh yeah, there's a city that's gone. Half expecting to see like the torch of the Statue of Liberty poking out of the ground. Well, I'll be damned. They didn't have to look hard for remnants of civilization, did they? These scavengers. It's like you can't really miss it. Oh no. Oh, that don't look good. Ugh. Well, there goes Howard. He's now a cocoon. Well, that was a bit of a disappointing end to Howard, I guess. Well, that was Backbone. Yeah, I think my general feeling on the game is just on the side of positive, if that makes sense. Okay. Because story-wise, it's started really interesting, and it had like this noir vibe, and then there was like that moment with the artifact was like it's like a car crash. Everything just changed, and I don't think it built itself up to that change well enough, because I was expecting some horrific noir, thriller ending, whereas it just kind of horror, just kind of smashed in out of nowhere, which didn't quite settle well for me. Gameplay wise, it's your standard kind of visual novel format, nothing really to complain about there, although I know it got a lot of flack for the choices not mattering much. That never really impacts me too badly. Any sort of games, I'm mainly along here for the ride. But I will admit, the only time I actually really remember a choice having an impact was like that bit right at the end when I picked up the dinner tray but didn't use it, because presumably my dialogue meant that she just got out of the way. Although with what Clarissa said about letting me go, that might not have even been a choice either. Because a lot of the dialogue options were basically the same thing, kind of recycled in a sassy way, which obviously put some people off. Visually, it's probably the strongest part of the whole package. It looks great, got a great kind of art style, and great characterization as well. And that's kind of the weird thing, because the actual individual character writing, I would say, is probably above average. But the artifact stuff smacked of not knowing how to end a story. If you see what I mean, like it set up this like kind of really cool thriller story, this noir story with loads of like offshoots, and could it be this, could it be that, and then all the threads just seem to lead to one place, which is that weird goo, which feels like a bit of a cop out, and then it kind of floundered around a little bit with the homeless shelter bit before just ending. And I know lots of people are unhappy with how it ended. And I suppose I can see the point. If this had been a slow build, if it had started like right at the start of the game and you could see how we're changing throughout the game, Jeff Goldblum in the Fly style, then maybe that would have been better, because it would have added a little bit into it, but it just didn't really do it for me. But hey, I'm glad I played it, and it wasn't half bad, and it had lots of personality, even if it couldn't quite cash the checks in the end. Either way, I will be back next week with something completely different. I don't even know what yet for sure, but I will be back. So thank you so much for watching. I'll let the credits run as usual, and I shall see you when I see ya. Goodbye.